bawi ngayon.
We are now back again in the live broadcast of the 2021 State of the Nation Address by President Mary Rose Audiencia. To anyone who still doesn't know, the President has to do her sauna speech at home because of her medical condition. Let us pray for her recovery.
According to Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. But how can we imply that kind of saying when education itself is not properly facilitated? Teachers play a huge role in providing quality education with the students, but some are not just doing or carrying out their duties well. That is why I hereby propose a change of screening for teacher applicants be implemented. They will be given a trial of 5 months of teaching, in which there will be a random 2-month observation within the time frame. Thorough discussion of the lesson must be conducted in the class to instill the knowledge needed by the student to further understand the topic being tackled. This will be monitored by a faculty, staff, and the evaluation of the students. Failure to do the added requirement shall not be hired in the institution. In a worst-case scenario, if ever caught by a sabotage monitoring, the faculty staff will no longer be teaching in his or her current school. This is to assess the capability of a teacher to be a teacher, and not just an entitled teacher. The goal is to help them learn, not help you earn. In the latest report of the World Bank, the poverty rate in our country has decreased from 19.8% in 2020 to 18.7% as of 2021. It may be a good news, but we should not be content as this will likely to increase anytime. One of the major causes of this problem is unemployment, and one of the reasons for this is the inability to take a job. I hereby declare a change of criteria of applications in job hiring. Educational attainment is a major factor when it comes to employment, but effective today. The skill should be a priority. What good will having a good education or educational reputation do when they cannot even pull off their job? I'm not saying that they are now invalid, but job execution must be greater than educational fruition. This will only apply on selected jobs. I believe that force and violence is not a major key to illegal drug usage, abuse, and addiction extinction. Using these ways could just uproar a negative effect and persuasion to do something illicit. I hereby propose an improved and enhanced facilitation of rehabilitation centers starting today. Counselors and doctors working in these centers will be more hands-on in helping them cope up from the situation they are in. The range of programs and treatment facilities will be improved and be given focus along the way. The government will help support the finances for the rehab centers. I know this will not be an easy process, but let us have faith in them and make them believe that there is always a room for a change. One of the essential needs a person should have is a shelter. No? In urban areas, people living in the streets are very common, and these became normal through the years. Some are literally homeless, and some are mentally ill. In order to help them, I hereby propose the street people will be given a temporary housing and care, as well as treatment for those who have disorders. The temporary time frame will end once they are capable of supporting their own needs and living. The government will extend financial support in order for this policy to effectuate. Graft and corruption is still happening everywhere, especially in politics. Let me get this straight. I hereby declare that any official who committed graft, corruption, and any deeds that is against the law shall not have a right to step in the government again. Regular surprise assessment will be done to all officials in the country, and once caught with evidence, they will be punished in accordance with the law. They can possibly change on their own, but that does not guarantee that they will have the chance to govern again. I strongly believe that a person who has dirty hands has no right to handle our lives, our country, and the future of our children. In these trying times, we are being tested by the decisions we make and the consequences that we expect to happen. My fellow countrymen, let us remember that change is constant in all aspects of our life. There may be changes that we can hardly accept, but at the end of the day, we will and we should. At the very root of my authority as the President of the Republic of the Philippines, I will make sure that my strong conviction in implementing the changes for my citizens will transform our country into a better one, into a better Philippines, into a better nation for our future generation. Thank you so much, everyone.